Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Today we're talking about the Nordica Unleashed 108. This ski is awesome. It's kind of a beast, and it's pretty unique in the way that it blends freestyle influence in its shape, powder performance, freeride performance, and a lot of precision and torsional stiffness too. And you add up all those things, and I do think it's a pretty darn unique 108 underfoot ski. I can't really think of another twin tip off the top of my head in this width that has this level of torsional stiffness and carving performance. So it's pretty cool how they kind of blend freestyle capabilities with precise performance and a lot of just overall just technicality in this ski. You definitely see it in feedback we get in our ski test. Jose skied it, and one of the things that I thought was particularly interesting about his feedback is he gave it a couple pretty low scores. He gave it 5 out of 10 for quickness and also 5 out of 10 for forgiveness. And 5 is the middle score and on a 10 scale, a 0 to a 1 to 10 scale. But I think it's fair to say that most of our testers, they err a little bit to the higher numbers side. We don't often see scores in like the 1s and the 2s and even the 3s. So for me, seeing a 5 out of 10 is a pretty low score. But then we see 9s for stability and torsional stiffness. And from Jose and from other testers too, 9 for overall impression. So it's a great ski. It's a ski that a lot of people really, really like, but it's important to know that it comes along with not necessarily some downsides, but sort of some requirements for ability level and what you're trying to do on skis. So wood core, terrain-specific metal. That's pretty much the recipe here. The terrain-specific metal is really important to these skis' performance. So talked about it a ton. It's the same metal that's in the Santa Anas, and it's been in these Unleashed for now, 4 seasons, I think. So full width metal up here in the tip, and then it tapers to a central strip in these kind of fore and aft sections of the ski. It's full width underfoot, and then again, full width in the tail. So it's a pretty interesting way to shape metal, but it delivers a lot of precision. By having that metal full width in the tips and tails, that's kind of, especially in the tip, that's what's engaging with the snow first. So having that metal up there as you initiate a turn or as you touch the snow in front of you, it definitely gives this ski a pretty strong and precise feel. Having that construction does come along with some weight. This is the 186 centimeter length, and it is 2,170 grams. So it's not light by any means. Yes, you'll find heavier skis than this in its category, but I'd say it's fair to say that this is on the heavier side of the spectrum. And then it's pretty stiff too. It's not the stiffest ski in the world. Off the top of my head, in the 108 range, like a Mantra 108 would be a little stiffer, but especially considering it's a twin tip, it's pretty darn stiff. And then when you get up into the 108, 110 underfoot range, you often see a lot of rocker and early taper, and this ski really doesn't have much at all. So it's mostly camber, and then that's where the tip starts rising, and there's really not much tip rocker up there at all, and really no tail rocker whatsoever, and then really no taper either. It does get a little bit straighter in the tips and tails, but it's not tapered. So you get a long effective edge, you get the vibration damping and the power of metal, and then you get a pretty stiff flex. And what comes along with that is just a ton of power and a ton of precision. And having that go hand in hand with the capabilities of a 108 ski and one that has a twin tip is pretty unique. What happens with this combination is this has become a favorite for a lot of skiers out there. So somebody like Jose in our ski test, he is head freeride coach at Mad River. He is a phenomenal skier and skis with a lot of power, has excellent technique, and he can get on this ski and absolutely make it sing. Similarly, somebody like Matt, who works with us, he owns an Unleashed 108. He skis it a ton, and he absolutely loves it. And he's young, and he's athletic, and he's energetic. And you put him on an Unleashed 108, and he makes it look like it's really easy to ski. Now, if you were to take an intermediate or a less aggressive skier, or somebody who's not used to having this much ski on their feet, you can feel a little bit overwhelmed by it. I would be completely lying if I said that it's even close to the most forgiving powder ski out there. And if anything, it's a pretty unforgiving powder ski, but that's totally fine. There are plenty of forgiving powder skis out there. This is really designed and intended for those hard charger, aggressive skiers who want something that they can take really just about anywhere. This thing, like, believe it or not, it absolutely rails carving turns on firm snow, which is pretty cool on a ski that's 108 underfoot. You're just leaving trenches behind you. And then you can ski powder on it. You can ski big mountain terrain on it, especially big mountain terrain. I would say it excels in that application. And yeah, it's really good. You know, I think it's important for the industry to have skis that can support and kind of inspire those really, really good, talented skiers out there. And I think the Unleashed 108 is, you know, it falls right into that description, and rightfully so. So that's it. That's the Unleashed 108 from Nordica. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.